Once again, time now for another edition of Meet the Cardinals, the opportunity we have to talk to the Cardinal Stars, find out a little bit more about them both on and off the court. And we have the freshman from Meridian High School, Ebony Norman. And I want you to check out, folks, we are styling with the glasses. What do you think about that?
We look good. We look good together.
I think we do. I mean, look at those things. We are rocking out here. All right, let's talk first off. Let's talk a little bit about coming to North Idaho College from Meridian High School. You spent your whole senior year not on the court. How tough was that?
That was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. Not playing the game that I love and having to see my team struggle was really hard. But it was also a learning experience, learning how to be a leader on the bench and helping your team succeed somewhat off the bench.
You know, a lot of times, too, you'll see things sitting on the bench that you may not see from on the court. What did you learn?
I learned that teamwork is key. It was playing, you kind of see – it can be real individual, especially in high school, and then you have to see being on the bench. You got to be a team to win.
All right, and of course we'll get into that a little bit as well too. Going to North Idaho's college after not playing your senior season, how did that process go? Talk about going from not playing as a senior in high school to coming to North Idaho College. Go through that process.
It was hard. First off, I had a lot of offers, and then losing them all, and then coaches still wanting me was a great experience. But I was really scared that I wouldn't come back the player I was. I worked really hard to come back, and being here, it's showing. I still a little struggle, but I'm coming back.
She's a struggle, and I tell you what, she's one gal that I like. I like her game. I tell you what, has to be one of the more aggressive folks that are on the court for the Cardinals. Is that aggressiveness something that you've always had?
Yeah, but it came back even more knowing that I had to prove something. I really did have to prove something to come back here, and I don't think many people understand. Being a freshman too, you have to prove something, and then tearing your ACL and proving to the coach that they can trust you. Do you think they're getting the word there? Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, I think they're getting the word. Carrying the load as a high school player and then playing on a team in junior college basketball, what did you learn? I mean, what are some of the first things that you learned? And when I talk to a lot of freshmen, they say the speed of the game is what really surprises you. And what were some of the things that maybe caught you off guard, or maybe that you found might have been easier than expected?
The speed wasn't really anything different playing travel ball too. It's not that bad, but there's a lot more teamwork actually than high school. High school, no offense, it's individual for sure. You can score, you can get to the rim all you want. Here you have to play as a team, or it's hard to win.
So you've had an opportunity to start. You've had an opportunity to come off the bench. Now, I asked the question pretty much knowing the answer, but would you rather start or come off the bench? Some people feel comfortable coming off the bench, and that's not a knock, but how do you see things?
I like starting for sure, and it's my favorite, but coming off the bench isn't a problem either. I kind of like that sometimes, especially in like some big games. Not that it's a bad thing, but I'd rather see who I'm guarding and what they can do when I come into as well. But starting's always the best.
Starting is always the best. I know early in the season, both you and Shelby Cloninger were coming off the bench, and both of you were like leading scorers. So, I mean, nothing wrong with a little Petro coming off the bench.
No, that's my pal right there. We know how to work together, and we know how to work hard.
All right, talk about this team. 15-3 in overall, 3-2 in conference play. A big game here against CSI, considering the fact that at home we lost in double overtime. What do you take from that loss bringing into tonight's game?
We kind of got a little scattered in ourselves, and we just didn't play as a team. But I think we learned that we have to work hard together to get to success. And I think we got it tonight. We worked so hard.
All right, we need to talk about some of the off-court stuff now. I haven't even asked you a question yet.
No, I'm not nervous. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go with it. All right, you're a singer?
No, I am not. Whoever told you that is a liar.
No, I never. I just brought that up. Favorite hobbies besides basketball? Anything you like to do?
I'm a video game nerd. I love playing video games.
What's your fave?
Black Ops 3, the new one that came out. I will play that all day.
All right. So who rules the roost as it relates to teammates? And do you go up against the guys?
I play with Haywood a lot.
Yeah.
I'm better than him, but he'll never admit to it. But I'm better than him.
Ooh, I haven't talked to Hayward yet on our Meet the Cardinals segment. Well, we'll get to that a little bit later. Video games. Do you play any instruments at all, or is that something that you diddled with when you were younger? Or
you know SpongeBob. Squidward played the clarinet. I did that for a small period of time in my life.
Did you?
Yeah, I was not good at it.
We're not good at it. I played the accordion. How bad is that?
Were you good?
I was awful.
Oh, then yeah, no.
You ever tried carrying an accordion around anywhere? Oh, goodness. If you had an opportunity to sit down and talk with, one person, doesn't have to be a basketball player. It could be an historical player. It could be a politician. It could be anybody in the past. I mean, of all time. Was there anybody that, gosh, I wish I could talk to that person about something? Who would that person be?
I know this is weird, but Martin Luther King would probably be someone that I'd really like to talk to, and just if he got to live, what he would do, and like if I had any problems, I feel like he'd be a good person to see what I could do to fix them.
I mean, he would be one of mine too, because quite frankly, of course, Martin Luther King Day is on Monday, and that's kind of appropriate that you mention that. But the struggles that he went through, and the things that he affected.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that he affected and the changes that he's made because of his struggles. So, what was there a question you'd ask him, or?
How do you push through and be so generous, even though you've had so much struggle and so many people beat you down? How do you stay so positive to keep making success happen?
Ding, 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 ding. That's a winning question, I tell you. That is absolutely awesome. Food. I always like. I love food. It's not like there's not a meal that I've missed. I tell you what. I'm going home. Going to Meridian with you. You gonna take me home? Home cooked meal. What am I eating?
Do you like Samoan food?
I've never had Samoan. What?
Well, there's a lot. There's chicken katsu. We got a lot of teriyaki. We make
I like teriyaki.
We make the pig outside. You
make the pig outside. Is that you stuff an apple in its mouth and throw it in the ground and cook it for 5 days or whatever? Is that how that works?
Something like that.
Really? Have you've done that?
I haven't, but family has.
That is awesome. So you got the shovel, right? So you just throw stuff in there. That is just, I don't know, man. That's okay. Pig in the ground. What do you call it? Pig in the ground.
Kind of, yeah, something like that. I'm not the best with my Samoan, but I know a little bit.
All right. So is that where you get your intensity? Who do you get your intensity from?
Man, I got it from a few people, but I would have to say my mom. She's a very intense woman, and then my coach back home, Sham. They taught me well.
That is absolutely awesome. She can't sing. Can you dance?
No, don't ask me to do that one either.
Oh man, well you and I are both the same thing. I have no rhythm whatsoever. But hey, shout out time. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
I love you, Mom and Dad, and all my friends back home, twins, Neek, Liv, the squad. They know who they are. I love you guys all so much, and I'm here for you.
All right, Ebony Norman and Richard Haugen killing it with these glasses. I tell you, we are styling another edition of Meet the Cardinals.